Hello and welcome to NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez. First things first, let's get to today's matchups. And our first matchup is Kobe Bryant versus Derrick Rose. Now, this is an interesting matchup. Kobe Bryant is the veteran All-Star, won All-Star MVP, has won MVP before. Derrick Rose is the young MVP, youngest player ever to win MVP. Um, Kobe has more rings, obviously, a lot more than Derrick Rose, who has zero. Um, Derrick Rose made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, where they lost to Miami Heat. Kobe's team made it to the Eastern Conference Semifinals, where they lost to the Dallas Mavericks in a four-game sweep. Um, this is an interesting matchup because they're both really, really good players. And I'm not going to say that they resemble each other that much, really, but they're both very, very good guards. Um, Derrick Rose obviously plays the one. Kobe plays more like the two. Um, but they're both huge stars in their cities. I'm gonna give this matchup to Kobe Bryant. He does some amazing stuff where he fades in somebody's face, just pop his jumpers in people's mouths. Derrick Rose is really spectacular, and eventually he will be. I mean, if he's already an MVP at this point in his career, think about how good he will be later in his career. But I think Kobe Bryant has the edge right now. Our next matchup is Joe Smith versus Theo Ratliff. These are two, going back to the Lakers again, like with Kobe. These are two Lakers center power forwards that come off the bench. They're both veterans of the league. I know Joe Smith was drafted in 95, I believe. He was a first overall pick. Theo Ratliff wasn't as successful. Both these players actually are pretty old. Theo Ratliff played most of the better part of his career with the Atlanta Hawks. Joe Smith also played with the Atlanta Hawks for a little while. Um, Now they both wound up with the Lakers. To have these two players as your backup centers, that's not too good. At one point in their career, they were both very good. What's interesting about Joe Smith was in his rookie season, he was very, very good. But then throughout the rest of his career, he was never as good as he was in his rookie season. So it was kind of weird. Theo Ratliff has just been off and on, but now that he's going downhill, now that he's older, he hasn't been as good. I'm going to give this matchup to Theo Ratliff, though. I think Theo Ratliff has had more success in his career, and the Lakers needed him more, so I'm going to give the matchup to him. Now let's talk NBA headlines. The Golden State Warriors' Stephon Curry says he wants to play for the Charlotte Bobcats someday. Thank you for watching NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez, and I'll see you next time.